let's talk about my masterclass. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Edwin Schaap, this is Jimmy, and today we're not gonna animate, but today I want to really talk about my visual effects animation masterclass. I've been mentioning it already in my past few videos, but now I really want to dive in and really show you what it's all about. So let's dive right in. So when you open this class, you're gonna see all these buttons, and all of these buttons are all separate videos of me animating something. Yeah, Jimmy. And it all starts with an introduction of me explaining a little bit how this works, which I'm doing right now as well. And basically this works a little bit different than my animation principles masterclass, because that was really in a chronological order, step by step, following how I animate something while you learn the principles. But this is really about just shadowing me, watching me, how I animate something in the visual effects. If you want to watch how I approach animating a chest beat from a gorilla, or you want to see how I animate this aggressive tiger, you can just click on it and you can watch it for an hour or two, and then you learn how I approach that. So aside from all the videos where I show you how I animate, I also wanted to add in a little bit more value to this masterclass. So I also want to talk about my experience. For over 10 years of experience, I want to talk to you about what the things that I saw, the things that I learned. I also want to talk about how to create your reel. I give you some tips. I also go through my old reels and how I approached it and how I made mistakes or how I should have improved it. I talk about the kinds of animations, so pre-vis, post-vis, tech-vis, all those kinds of animation, all the types of animation that I've done over the years in the industry. And eventually I want to talk about my experience between the movies department and the advertising department, because there are some really interesting things that I wanted to share with you. So I think that really added something to this masterclass, but now let's just go through the animations that I'm doing during this class. So the first things you can watch me animate are these 10 cycles. I really wanted to show you how I do simple animations, simple cycles. These are only like an hour long, or some are a little bit longer. The total of all these 10 videos are 24 hours, so there are a little bit longer ones. But this is really useful for if you are struggling with your own animations and you're not sure how you approach something. You can watch those to see how I do this. I've got a gorilla, VFX, some tigers, a dragon and an elephant. And I might add some more in the future, but I cannot promise anything. But these are already really cool and I'm really happy how they turned out, so you can watch those. And then we go to the first longer video, which is SpiderMan. This one is actually the shortest video that I have, which is only one video. Because it's only 3 hours, and actually this one is a little bit different approach, because in this one every time I'm tweaking and finicking little things, I sped it up a little bit, but all the other ones are more real time and not sped up at all. But yeah, in this one you can see exactly the animation that I show you in my YouTube video. You can watch me animate that. Every video has a final look in where I just look at it one more time after several months sometimes, and I just tell you what I think at that point, if I could have improved things, what went well, what did not go well. Alright, so we have SpiderMan as a CG body double. That's something that I really wanted to add in this masterclass to show you how I animate that. But also something that I really wanted to show you is how to approach things in a way to be efficient and to be as fast as possible. And the bird boxes in the budgie attack was really an example that I really wanted to show you, because I show you how I approach 100 birds, how you can animate it as fast as possible. And I use a little bit of scripting, even though I'm not a scripter. I show you how I approach that, how I use that, and that might be really useful in case you ever want to animate something in a big amount. Alright, next project was the tiger attack. This has over 18 hours, so this one is way longer, and you can see how I need a lot more time to really get this into the details. You can watch me do the blocking first, then the animation, and then the polish pass. Takes quite a while, but it's really cool to show you how I animate a quadruped. So we got the bird, Spider-Man, a quadruped. And next what we have is the rock, which is a giant bird with elephants. So that's also a really cool mix. This one is over 31 hours, so this one is even longer. You can really see how I start, how I want to approach it. Because in my YouTube video I show you like in 10 minutes how I approach this, but actually it took way longer. So you can see how I make choices. And even if you don't feel like watching the whole 31 hours, you can just watch the blocking, because you can learn the most out of that. Or maybe you want to see a bonus. I've got bonus stuff as well. Here I show you how I approach sound design, or how I added the references. It could be a useful thing too. And then we have the dragon, which is another totally different creature again. There's over 13 hours in which you can see how I animate the flight, how he grabs me, so I block it out, how I feel like it's not working yet, and then I approach it differently. Which is actually a totally different fly cycle compared to the fly cycle that you see here, so that might be interesting to watch. And then eventually you have the biggest project that I had, over 32 hours total, King Kong. I've got 4 shots that I selected that I thought was interesting to show you. The first one is the slow motion shot of the V-Rex trying to bite me. And actually this was quite a challenge because of the slow motion footage, and then to get the V-Rex to move in a realistic way was actually really cool to learn also for me. So you can learn while you're watching me struggle with that one. Then you have the main shot, which is really long. You can see all the way from the beginning how I was here. I call this playground, where I was just trying to play around, like what would be interesting, what would be cool, kind of like prevising. Then eventually start blocking and then animating. And here I also have some bonus. I show you how I do the sound design for that one as well, in case you're interested. And then eventually the final look, where I talk about what I think could have been improved. And then the last 2 shots are King Kong breaking the jaw and the chest beat, which is actually an interesting one as well, because this one is really like epic, like a giant King Kong. And if you compare that, for example, to the gorilla chest beat, this is more realistic, a smaller gorilla, still big, but it's really different. So that's actually another cool example of why size matters, like I talked about in the dragon video. So all of this is in this masterclass. I'm super proud of it. I really hope you are gonna check it out. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'm happy to answer them. Also, if you want to combine this with other masterclasses, you can have some discount in a discount bundle. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.